wonderful to have you all here. I am thrilled to be able to make this announcement, which I think is a wonderful thing for Austin College. As many of you know, for many, many years, Tim Millerick has served double duty on campus. He served as the vice president for student affairs, and he has also served as the athletic director. And he has done wonderful things in this time that he has worn both of those hats. He has certainly raised the level of competitiveness of Austin College. He has moved us forward in ways that I'll describe in a little bit more detail in a few moments. But he and I are in absolute agreement that the time has come for him to give up one of those hats. And I need him to continue being the vice president. And so he and I have been in conversations really since I got here about how we would continue to make sure that our athletic program had strong, active, and wonderful leadership. And we have both decided, with really very little conversation because it seemed so obvious, that the best thing we could do for this institution, and particularly for our athletic program, is to promote David Norman to the position of athletic director. That warm round of applause just lets me know that this is absolutely the right decision. You know that these are big shoes to fill. Bob Mason held this position for a long, long time. Tim has held it for 14 plus years. And I think we can all look forward to seeing how athletics develops in the Norman era. So join me in looking forward to that. We'll have lots of time to laud Tim for his accomplishments. Just a few things to be aware of under Tim's leadership and with David at his side through much of that time. We moved into Division III of the NCAA. We changed and have really joined a athletic conference where our students are matched athletically and academically, which has been wonderful for us. The facilities have been enhanced, including the building of the Jerry Apple Stadium. The recruiting efforts have really moved forward and have become much more competitive and contemporary. And we have just had a tremendous amount of support for our student athletes. I have every reason to believe that those successes will continue under David's leadership and that we will indeed see additional gains as he brings his unique stamp and skills to this position. So I'm going to turn it over to Tim to say a few things, and then I think we will be excited to hear from David as well.
Thank you, Dr. Haas, and thank you to all of you for being here. It's a wonderful day for Austin College, for the athletics program, and for David and me. The past 14 years have provided a special opportunity to me in so many ways, not the least of which has been become a part of the rich history of Austin College athletics. It's truly been special. But everyone has their season. While I remain associated with the program, it will be different on a daily basis, and this is fine with me. I look forward to the new, different challenges ahead for me and for David's leadership in the athletics department. There's student athletes in the room who know I give a particular Division III speech. I may not get asked to give it again or be back at this podium, so I'm going to make a few words while I'm standing here. First of all, I want to commend the many student athletes who've been involved in our program. They work very, very hard to compete at a high level for the college, and I appreciate all that they do daily to be a part of the Ruse. It's something special, and it takes a lot of time. I also want to thank the staff for their tireless effort, the athletic staff. They put into coaching our players to be the best they could be, to develop their program to the fullest. It's not an easy task. It's an always task. It's an all-the-time task, and I appreciate all that they've done to support what we wanted to do over the last 14 years. I want to thank Dr. Page and President Haas. Dr. Page for having the confidence in me to lead us through this special period following the Bob Mason era, and for his creativity for putting such a unique organizational structure in place that has allowed us to go where we wanted to go with this program. And on more than one occasion, there's been folks in the country that have asked us why we did what we did and how we did what we did. but it was unique, and I appreciate him stepping out and putting that in place for us. I also want to thank President Haas for remaining committed to a strong intercollegiate athletics program. I've appreciated her willingness to consider this transition and assist me in making it happen. Her desire to keep things right and remain competitive will be good support for me and David as he leads the program in the days and months and years ahead. Athletics programs at any level of the NCAA do not move forward fast or as broadly as we did during the last 14 years. This, however, was not without a great deal of sacrifice, and I'd like to acknowledge some of this right now. First, I want to thank the alumni and friends that have supported us as we did our work. There has been much sacrifice of time and money by many individuals who wanted to support our goals. I was then and continues, we needed it then and it continues to be now a big resource for our program. Without it, we could not have been as successful as we've been or moved as quickly as we moved. Next, I want to thank the Student Affairs Division staff who are not in the athletics department. As you can imagine, there's been times over the last 14 years that athletics may have trumped other pending issues or personal needs, and I thank them for their help and their good leadership with the division. Without them, I could not have performed as I did with the intercollegiate athletics program. Lastly, I want to thank my family. My wife, Carol, my daughter, Ashley, and my son, Gregory. I thank them for letting me pursue the activities I wanted to pursue at this time. Their sacrifice has been one of time, and I appreciate so much their understanding and the support of this effort. It's been special for me to have them back at home supporting me when I came back from the many things we did. For many years, I've long believed that David and I have a special partnership. It's been one that includes the little-known outsider, I'm not an alum, with enough knowledge and experience to be dangerous, and a known insider who understands the history, knows the stories, and loves the people, just enough to bring insight and passion to the overall effort, enabling all these things to go as smoothly as possible. Today the pieces change, but the partnership remains. I look forward to supporting David's daily efforts leading our athletics department as he's done for me over the past 14 years. I am more than proud to hand him the baton, and I'm confident he will take us in the right direction with the next chapter of the Austin College Athletics program. Thank you.